So example 4 is another radical equation example. This is the application of a tidal wave speed in hundreds of miles per hour. This is a little curveball that we have to deal with at the end when we're reporting what the solution is. So here's the equation. S is the speed. T is the time in hours from when the tidal wave first started way out in the middle of the ocean. And you want to know when the tidal wave's speed will be 0. So basically, when does a tidal wave stop? How many hours after it started does it stop? So since you want to know when S is equal to 0, you put 0 in for S, and you want to solve this equation. There's your radical. First step, isolate the radical. So I'm going to add, again, you don't need to write this all the time. I'm going to add this to the right side. So whatever I do to the right side, I'll do to the left side. So positive 2t minus 6 equals the square root of t. And so basically the negative on the right becomes positive, the positive becomes negative. Now to undo square root, you square. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So when you square a binomial, you multiply it by itself. Square root squared gives you what's under the square root. Distribute 2t times 2t, 2t times negative 6, negative 6 times 2t, negative times a negative is a positive, equals t. Okay, not 0, not yet. Okay, so let's see, 4t squared minus 24t plus 36 equals t. Subtract t from both sides. And you get 4t squared minus 25t's plus 36 equals 0. Let's see, negative 24 minus 1, 4, positive 0. All right. Wow. Perfect square, perfect square, perfect square. I get 25 in the middle. This probably factors, but since there's a 4 there, what the heck, I haven't done it in a while. Let's use a quadratic formula. Negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2 times a. All right, so let's see. I do just the stuff under the square root. Now I got to put that negative 25 in parentheses minus 4 times 4 times 36, 49. Okay. So 25 plus or minus the square root of 49 over 8, which is 25 plus or minus 7. The square root of 49 is 7 over 8. So that's 2 numbers. That's 25 plus 7 over 8. And 25 minus 7 over 8. 2 over 8 is 4. 25 minus 7 is 18 over 8. 9/4. Let's see, 18 divided by 8. 2.25. Right, when s equals 0, we get two values. Let's see, plug them in, see which one gives me 0. So here's the original. Square root 4 minus 2 times 4 plus 6 equals that. That's not 0. So now let's try 2.25. Second square root, 2.25 times, oops, back up. No wonder that didn't work. Clear that. Notice I put everything under the square root. Didn't want to do that. Square root 4, move it out, minus 2 times 4 plus 6. That's 0. Second square root, 2.25, move that out, minus 2 times 2.25 plus 6 equals 3. Right, I want it equal to 0, so this one is not it. Check those guys. So the solution is t equals